Hello, I take this opportunity to thank you for joining me, and I want to welcome you to today's webinar focused on addressing the common concerns property owners may have when considering starting a short-term rental business and working with an agency. My name is Al, and I'm the CEO of STR Host Management. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us today. Now, whether you're a first-time property owner or looking to expand your rental business, I understand that these concerns are crucial factors in your decision-making process. At STR Host Management, we have extensive experience in the short-term rental industry, operating across multiple regions, including Canada, the UK, Dubai, and India. Throughout this webinar, I will guide you through each of these concerns and provide valuable insights, strategies, and best practices to help you navigate the world of short-term rentals with confidence. Our goal is to address these concerns head-on and equip you with the knowledge and the resources to make informed decisions about your short-term rental business. By the end of this webinar, you will have a clearer understanding of how to maximize occupancy rates, ensure rental income covers expenses and generates profits, protect your properties from damages, screen trustworthy guests, handle maintenance and repairs efficiently, comply with legal requirements, provide excellent communication and guest support, optimize pricing and marketing strategies, and retain control and flexibility over your property. I'm excited to share my expertise and knowledge and the knowledge that our team at STR Host Management has gained over the years. Together, we'll explore practical solutions and expert insights that will guide you towards a successful journey in the short-term rental industry. So without further ado, let's dive into each concern and explore these practical solutions and these expert insights that will guide you towards a successful journey in the short-term rental industry. Let's begin by looking at occupancy rates, and a question that is often asked by potential owners. Will my property be consistently occupied, or will it sit vacant for extended periods? Addressing this concern is crucial for property owners considering short-term rentals. The fear of extended vacancies can be daunting, but there are strategies to help maximize your property's occupancy rates. Let's explore some key points. Market research. Conduct thorough market research specific to your location and target audience. Analyze the demand for short-term rentals in your area, including peak seasons and local events that attract visitors. Understanding the market demand will provide insights into the potential occupancy rates you can expect. Optimize your listing. Create an appealing and informative listing that stands out to potential guests. Use high-quality photos that showcase your property's best features and accurately represent its condition. Craft compelling descriptions that highlight unique selling points and amenities. By optimizing your listing, you increase its visibility and attract more bookings, leading to higher occupancy rates. Let's consider pricing. Set competitive yet realistic pricing for your property. Consider factors such as location and amenities and market demand. Conduct regular pricing analysis and adjustments to remain competitive and attract people to book. Remember, finding the right balance between rental income and occupancy rates is key. Let's explore briefly effective marketing. Implement a comprehensive marketing strategy to reach a wider audience. Leverage online platforms, social media, and targeted advertising to promote your property. Highlight the unique aspects of your property that make it desirable to potential guests. Consider partnering with an agency. Consider partnering with a reputable short-term rental agency. Agencies have expertise in marketing, guest management, maximizing occupancy rates. They can handle such tasks as listing optimization, dynamic pricing, and channel management to attract more people to book. Remember, achieving consistent occupancy rates is a dynamic process that requires continuous effort and adaptation. By implementing these strategies and monitoring market trends, you can significantly increase the chances of keeping your property consistently occupied. In the following sections of this webinar, we will delve deeper into the remaining concerns and provide you with practical insights and expert guidance. Let's explore rental income. And one of the biggest questions that we get from potential owners is how much can I expect to earn from my short-term rental? And is it enough to cover expenses and generate a profit? Okay, so determining the potential rental income and profitability of your short-term rental is a crucial consideration. While the income can vary based on various factors, let's just explore some key points to help you gain a better understanding. Conduct thorough research on similar properties in your area to assess their rental rates and occupancy levels. Analyze the demand and supply dynamics to understand the potential income you can generate. Consider factors such as location, property size, amenities, and unique features that may impact the rental income. Pricing strategy. Optimal pricing strategy for your short-term rental. Consider factors such as market demands, local events, and seasonality. Regularly evaluate and adjust your pricing strategy to remain competitive while maximizing your rental income. Occupancy rates. Higher occupancy rates directly impact rental income. Implement effective strategies to maximize your property's occupancy rates, such as optimizing your listing, marketing, and guest experience. By maintaining high occupancy rates, you can increase your rental income potential. Let's touch briefly on cost analysis. Assess your property's expenses, including mortgage payments, property management fees, utilities, maintenance, and cleaning costs. Calculate your operating expenses to understand the profitability of your short-term rental. Ensure that your rental income is sufficient to cover these expenses and, most importantly, generate a profit. Consider market trends. Stay informed about market trends and changes in demand. Adapt your pricing and marketing strategies accordingly to capitalize on potential opportunities for increased rental income. Monitor local events, festivals, and other factors that may impact the rental demand and adjust your pricing during peak periods. Financial planning and risk management. Here, you should create a comprehensive financial plan for your short-term rental business. Consider factors such as seasonality, potential fluctuations in demand, and emergency funds for unexpected expenses. Maintain a buffer to mitigate potential risks and ensure the profitability of your venture. Most importantly, remember, rental income can vary based on location, property type, seasonality, and market conditions. By conducting thorough research, implementing effective pricing strategies, and closely monitoring expenses, you can assess the potential rental income and determine if it will cover your expenses and generate a profit. Another question that's often asked is about screening guests. The question oftentimes goes like this: how does the agency ensure that guests are trustworthy and will treat the property with respect? Ensuring that guests are trustworthy and will treat your property respectfully is a top priority for property owners and agencies. Here are some measures and practices that agencies often employ to screen guests effectively. The first one is guest verification. Rental platforms often provide guest verification tools that agencies can utilize. These tools help verify the identity of guests, adding an extra layer of security. Agencies may require guests to provide government-issued identification or verify their phone numbers or email addresses. Guest reviews and ratings. Agencies closely review guest reviews and ratings from previous stays. Positive reviews indicate that the guest has a track record of respecting properties and adhering to house rules. Agencies may have a threshold for accepting bookings based on guest ratings or a number of positive reviews. Communication with guests. Agencies open and maintain lines of communications with guests before and during their stay. This allows them to get a sense of the guest's behavior, responsiveness, and level of professionalism. Prompt and respectful communication from the guest is usually an indicator of trustworthiness and respect for the property. Security deposits, which we've touched upon before, but we'll touch upon it again. Agencies may require guests to provide a security deposit as a form of financial protection for potential damages. Clear terms and conditions are communicated to guests regarding the circumstances under which the deposit may be used. The presence of a security deposit encourages guests to treat the property with care. Guest screening questionnaires. Agencies may use screening questionnaires to gather additional information from guests during the booking process. These questionnaires can include questions about the purpose of their stay, the number of guests, and their experience with short-term rentals. Answers to these questions help agencies assess the suitability of guests for a particular property. Of course, one of the best ones is professional judgment and experience. Experienced agencies often develop an intuition for identifying trustworthy guests based on their experience in the industry. Factors such as communication skills, responsiveness, and respect for the booking process can provide insights into the guest's reliability and suitability. By employing these measures, agencies strive to ensure that guests who book through their platforms are trustworthy and will treat the property with respect. However, it's important to remember that no screening process is foolproof and occasional issues may arise. Agencies maintain strong communication channels with property owners to address any concerns promptly and work towards resolutions in case of any unforeseen incidents. Another question often asked relates to maintenance and repairs. The question oftentimes goes like this: how will maintenance and repairs be handled, and who will be responsible for the associated cost? Maintaining and repairing your short-term rental property is essential to ensure guest satisfaction and the longevity of your investment. Here's how maintenance repairs are typically handled, along with the responsibility for the associated costs. Okay, so regular maintenance. As the property owner, you are responsible for regular maintenance, such as routine cleaning, landscaping, and minor repairs. Establish a maintenance schedule that addresses tasks like the HVAC system maintenance, pest control, and regular inspections. Timely maintenance helps prevent potential issues from escalating and ensures a positive guest experience. Immediate repairs. In the event of emergent repairs, agencies typically have a network of trusted contractors and service providers. Agencies often coordinate the repairs on your behalf, ensuring prompt resolution and minimization of disruption to guests. Communication channels between the agency, property owner, and contractors are established to streamline the repair process. Cost responsibility. Generally, routine maintenance costs such as cleaning and minor repairs are the responsibility of the property owner. Larger repairs or damages caused by guests are typically covered by the guest's security deposit or specialized insurance. It's important to clearly define the responsibility for costs in the terms and conditions of the rental agreement. Budgeting and financial planning. Property owners should allocate a portion of the rental income towards a maintenance fund to cover unexpected repairs or replacements. Work with the agency to estimate the average maintenance and repair costs based on the property's size, age, and amenities. Collaborate with the agency to develop a budgeting and financial plan that considers maintenance expenses. Open communication. Maintain open communication with the agency to stay informed about any maintenance or repair needs identified by a guest or the agency staff. Regularly review and address the maintenance request promptly to ensure the property remains in good condition. Establish a clear process for reporting and addressing maintenance issues and track the progress of the repairs. Remember, clear communication and collaboration with the agency are key in managing maintenance and repair tasks. By working together, property owners and agencies ensure that your short-term rental property is well maintained, repairs are handled promptly, and costs are managed effectively. Let's talk about legal compliance. And the question that is often asked: what are the legal requirements or regulations surrounding short-term rentals, and how will the agency ensure compliance? Understanding and complying with legal requirements and regulations is crucial for operating a short-term rental business. Here's an overview of the key considerations and how agencies can help to ensure compliance. Research local laws and regulations. Agencies stay up to date with local laws and regulations about short-term rentals in various jurisdictions. They conduct thorough research to understand the specific legal requirements applicable to your property's location. This includes zoning regulations, permits, licenses, safety standards, tax obligations, and any restrictions on short-term rentals. Compliance guidance. Agencies provide guidance and support to property owners regarding legal compliance. They educate property owners on relevant laws and regulations, ensuring they understand their responsibility and obligations. This includes informing property owners about any required permits or licenses and assisting with the application process. Stay informed about changes. Agencies monitor legislative changes and updates in the short-term rental industry. They stay informed about any amendments to existing laws or the introduction of new regulations. By staying up to date, agencies can proactively inform property owners about any necessary adjustments to maintain compliance. Document templates and best practices. Agencies often provide property owners with standardized templates and best practices to ensure compliance. These templates can include rental agreements, house rules, and guest registrations forms. They may also offer guidance on topics such as guest privacy, liability, and insurance requirements. Tax compliance assistance. Short-term rentals often have tax implications such as occupancy taxes or local tourism taxes. Agencies may provide guidance and support in understanding tax applications and assist property owners in fulfilling their tax responsibilities. This can include providing resources or connecting property owners with tax professionals who specialize in short-term rentals. Collaboration with local authorities. Established agencies often maintain good relationships and open lines of communications with their local authorities. They collaborate with local regulatory bodies to stay informed about any changes in regulations or enforcement practices. By maintaining these relationships, agencies can usually ensure that their property owners are well informed and compliant with the relevant legal requirements. It's important to know that while agencies can provide guidance and support, property owners have the ultimate responsibility to stay informed and to comply with the legal requirements applicable to their specific location. Regular communication with the agency and staying updated on any changes in the legal landscape will help property owners maintain compliance in their short-term rental business. Oftentimes we are quizzed about communication and guest support. The question usually goes like this: how will the agency handle guest inquiries, issues, and emergencies, and how accessible will they be for communication? Effective communication and guest support are essential for ensuring a positive guest experience and addressing any inquiries, issues, or emergencies that may arise. Here's how agencies typically handle communication and provide guest support. Dedicated communication channels. Agencies establish dedicated communication channels for guests to reach out with their inquiries, concerns, or requests. Common channels include phone, email, and online messaging systems, ensuring that guests can easily contact the agency. Prompt response times. Agencies strive to provide prompt responses to guest inquiries and requests. They set internal guidelines to ensure that guests receive timely and helpful responses. This includes acknowledging inquiries within a specified time frame and providing updates or resolutions promptly. 24/7 availability. Many agencies offer round-the-clock support to guests. This ensures that guests can reach out for assistance even during emergencies or outside regular business hours. Agencies may have dedicated staff or third-party services to handle after-hours support. Issue resolution. Agencies have procedures in place to address guest issues and resolve them efficiently. They work closely with property owners to troubleshoot and resolve any concerns that arise during a guest's stay. This may involve coordinating with maintenance personnel, arranging repairs, or finding alternative accommodations if necessary. Guest experience enhancement. Agencies strive to enhance the overall guest experience through proactive communication and support. They provide guests with information about local attractions, transportation options, and any other special services or amenities available. By going this extra mile, agencies aim to create memorable experiences and positive guest reviews. Clear communication guidelines. Agencies establish clear communication guidelines and protocols for their staff. This ensures consistency in the way inquiries and issues are addressed and resolved. Staff members are oftentimes trained to communicate professionally, empathetically, and effectively with guests. Guest communication support are a priority for agencies as they understand the impact it has on guest satisfaction and the overall success of a short-term rental business. By providing accessible and responsive communication channels, promptly addressing inquiries and issues, and enhancing the guest experience, agencies aim to provide a high level of support and ensure guest satisfaction. I'd like to touch on pricing strategy, and the question oftentimes asked is, will the agency effectively price my property to maximize rental income while remaining competitive in the market? Setting the right pricing for your short-term rental is crucial to attract guests, maximize rental income, and remain competitive. Here's how agencies typically approach pricing strategies to help property owners achieve these goals. Market analysis. Agencies conduct thorough market analysis to understand the pricing landscape in your particular area. They review comparable properties, their rental rates, and occupancy levels to gauge market demand. This analysis helps determine the optimal pricing range for your property. Seasonal and demand-based pricing. Agencies consider seasonality and demand fluctuations when establishing pricing strategies. During peak seasons or high demand periods, prices may be adjusted to capture increased rental income. Conversely, off-peak seasons may require more competitive pricing to attract people to book. Competitor analysis. Agencies assess the pricing strategies of competitors in your area. This analysis helps identify opportunities to position your property competitively within the market. They consider factors such as property size, amenities, location, and unique features when setting prices. Dynamic pricing. Many agencies utilize dynamic pricing strategies to optimize rental income. By leveraging data and algorithms, they adjust prices in real time based on factors such as supply and demand, local events, and occupancy levels. Dynamic pricing allows for flexibility and maximizes revenue potential. Rental performance monitoring. Agencies closely monitor the performance of your property, including occupancy rates, booking patterns, and guest feedback. They analyze these metrics to assess the effectiveness of the pricing strategy. Adjustments may be made based on performance data to continually optimize rental income. Owner input and collaboration. Agencies often value the input and the collaboration of property owners in pricing decisions. They consider the owner's objectives, expectations, and financial goals when determining pricing strategies. Open communication between the agency and the property owner ensures alignment and transparency in pricing decisions. The goal of the agencies is to strike a balance between maximizing rental income and remaining competitive in the market. By conducting thorough market analysis, utilizing dynamic pricing strategies, monitoring rental income performance, and collaborating with property owners, agencies aim to optimize pricing to achieve the best possible outcomes. I'd like to touch on marketing and listing optimization. The question is, usually from the owners, how will the agency market my property to attract guests and optimize its visibility on rental platforms? Effective marketing and listing optimization is key to attracting potential guests and maximizing the visibility of your property on rental platforms. Here's how agencies typically approach marketing strategies and listing optimization to promote your property. Professional property listing. Agencies work with property owners to create a professional and attractive listing for your short-term rental. They utilize high-quality photos that showcase the property's best features and accurately represent its condition. Compelling descriptions highlight unique selling points, USPs. Amenities and nearby attractions are crafted to capture guest attention. Search engine optimization. Agency employs search engine optimization techniques to enhance the visibility of your property listed on rental platforms. They utilize relevant keywords, descriptive titles, and engaging content to improve your property's ranking in search results. Optimize listings, increase the likelihood of potential guests finding and also booking your property. Channel management. Agencies leverage various rental platforms and distribution platforms and channels to maximize the exposure of your property. They manage the listing across multiple platforms, ensuring consistent information, availability, and pricing. The broader the reach increases the chance of attracting a larger pool of potential guests. Social media and online marketing. Agencies utilize social media platforms, online advertising, and content marketing to promote your property. They create engaging content, share property highlights, leverage targeted advertising campaigns to reach the desired audience. Social media presence helps build brand awareness and attracts potential guests. Targeted marketing campaigns. Agencies may develop targeted marketing campaigns to reach specific guest segments or promote special offers or seasonal deals. They identify target demographics and tailor marketing messages and promotions accordingly. These campaigns increase the visibility of your property amongst the relevant audiences, leading to increased bookings. Guest reviews and testimonials. Agencies encourage guests to leave reviews and testimonials after their stay. Positive reviews and high ratings enhance the credibility of your property and increase its potential and its appeal to all guests. Agencies may showcase these reviews on your listing to build trust and also to attract more people to book. By implementing these marketing strategies and optimizing your property's listing, agencies aim to increase its visibility, attract more potential guests, and ultimately drive the bookings home. Through effective channel management, social media promotion, targeted marketing campaigns, and leveraging guest reviews, agencies help maximize the marketing potential of your short-term rental. As we approach the end of the webinar, I'd like to talk about flexibility and control and a question that is often asked. Will I still have control over my property's availability, pricing, and house rules, or will I have to relinquish control completely to the agency? Maintaining a sense of control and flexibility over your property is important for many property owners considering working with an agency. Here's how agencies typically approach the balance between owner control and agency support. A collaborative approach. Agencies aim to establish a collaborative relationship with property owners. They understand the importance of your input and respect your preferences regarding property availability, pricing, and house rules. Open communication. Agencies maintain open lines of communication with property owners. They provide regular updates on booking, guest inquiries, and property performance. Owners can share their preferences, concerns, or changes related to availability, pricing, and house rules. Owners' input and decision-making. Agencies value the owner's input and decision-making authority. Owners often have the final say on important matters such as setting availability, approving the bookings, and adjusting pricings. Agencies provide recommendations and insights based on their expertise, but the owner always retains control over these key aspects. Customization of house rules. Agencies work with property owners to establish house rules that align with their preferences. Owners can define specific guidelines related to check-in and check-out times, guest limits, pet policies, and other property-specific rules. Flexibility is always maintained, allowing owners to set rules that suit their property and their own comfort level. Transparent reporting and access to data. Agencies provide property owners with transparent reporting and access to relevant data. This includes detailed information when a guest books, financial reports, and performance metrics. Owners can analyze the data and make informed decisions regarding availability, pricing adjustments, and rule modifications. Continual collaboration and feedback. Agencies encourage ongoing collaboration and feedback from property owners. Regular communications allow for adjustments and refinements to meet the owner's expectations while maximizing rental income and guest satisfaction. It's important to remember that while agencies provide support and expertise, property owners always and ultimately have control over the crucial decisions related to availability, pricing, and house rule. The agency acts solely as a trusted partner, working in collaboration with owners to ensure a successful short-term rental business. So as we fast approach the end of the webinar, I want to thank you all for joining today's webinar on addressing common concerns in the short-term rental business. I hope that the insights and guidance provided have shed some light on important aspects of starting a short-term rental business and of working with an agency. We understand that you may have additional concerns or specific questions that haven't been addressed in this webinar. That's why we're offering you a valuable opportunity to schedule a free 30-minute one-on-one consultation with one of our team of experts. Whether you have lingering concerns, need further clarification, or want to delve deeper into the world of short-term renting, we're here to assist you. Please take a moment to use the form on the following screen to request a one-to-one meeting. Our team will reach out to you shortly to schedule a convenient time for our consultation. During this personalized session, we can address your concerns, discuss specific scenarios, and provide tailored insights and recommendations based on your own unique situation. We value your interest and look forward to speaking with you to help you navigate the exciting world of short-term renting. Thank you once again for being part of today's webinar, and I'm excited to connect with you soon for your personalized consultation. Thank you.